This is just for you. Did you hear about my opinion, or my idea, sorry, on a more UFC-esque style of wrestling? Did you hear about this?
No, what's this?
Okay, so after watching UFC at the weekend, watching Conor McGregor and Diaz and Holm and Misha Tate, that I was saying, with main events in WWE, so not like the New Day and R-Truth and all that sort of stuff, but in the main events, would WWE benefit from more of a sports-like presentation? And as the example that I used was, say someone like Sheamus, and if Sheamus got a match with Brock Lesnar, and Sheamus beats him by taking advantage of a mistake that Lesnar makes, or a missed opportunity, and they're really sort of hammering home that this is a sports-like thing that you're watching, it's a fight that you're watching, and if somebody makes a really big mistake, the consequences, they could lose that fight. And maybe a more of an approach where the guys cutting the promos are it's more like a kind of a, right, we're going to sit both of you guys down, just go at it verbally. Don't give them a script, just say, promo. Like, would stuff like that help, do you think?
Yeah, big time. And I'm biased because I love me some New Japan Pro Wrestling, and they are a lot more sports based in the way they go about things. People get title matches because of aggregate wins. They do press conferences instead of promos for the most part. There are no backstage skits. It's just like, here's the wrestling, here's the wrestling, here's the wrestling, and I love that. I understand that that's quite a purist's opinion, though, and it would not translate as well, I think, to the casual fan. I think the casual fan would be very confused as to why, Sheamus is suddenly toppling the beast. I think if you use sports logic, anything's possible if you tell the story right.
But don't you think if you did the sports-like presentation that would actually bring in more casual fans, because then they would find it more understand. Like, so for example, if a casual fan comes in and they see Roman Reigns, right, as an example, then they might just say, well, wait a minute, this guy keeps losing, but then the people that hate him keep giving him a title shot, but the fans all seem to hate him, but we're supposed to like it's a confusing set of circumstances. And maybe a more sports-like thing would make people more into it because they can maybe relate to it more.
It's a tricky one, because I strongly believe that an aptitude for wrestling and really good in-ring talent does almost approach a character in and amongst itself. And I honestly feel like the best wrestlers should be situated closer to the top. But it's a terrible truth that, the best people in the ring aren't always the most charismatic ones. Step right up, Shelton Benjamin. But and it's a really tricky one because they position Roman Reigns at the top for a reason. He's a very handsome man. He comes from a great lineage. But the more you focus on sports, the more you've pretty much got to have the most legitimate athletes at the top. And while some people might view that as the best thing you can do, it might kind of shake up their entire established hierarchy. Again, might not be a bad thing, but hey, I love New Japan for sports-like reasons, and so I feel like there's definitely scope for a lot more sportsmanship in wrestling, and just the logic behind making matches, the logic behind championships, and the logic more in-ring storytelling rather than backstage storytelling.
Well, yeah, let us know what you think on What Culture on Twitter. Would a presentation like that be more appealing to you or less? Because you're right, a lot of the stuff that's the most interesting is the backstage stuff, and they kind of need to get away from that and make it more the on-screen stuff that's interesting.